Welcome back to the Qedit tutorial part number 13. Today we're going to go over some stuff that is related to looking at items in your item pack. So I have a sample quest written that you can see on the left hand side. Just a very small little thing. So let's go in there and take a look. So here we have this console. They will call function 1. The first thing it hits is a open pack select. This will basically just open your inventory. Once you select an item, let's say I just select this charge ray gun, then we hit get item ID. We don't hit this. This is basically if you cancel out. R100 is the slot ID, so if you hit B to cancel out, it'll assume that the slot ID is -1. And then if you do not hit B, it goes next to get item info, which gets all 12 bytes on the item you selected. And then it gets to this chat box, which displays all of the info in a chat box. And here's how chat box work.
Chatbox has a lot of variety in its presentations. You can have this PSO style window that has the bluish background to it. The first one is going to be your horizontal coordinate of where the box starts, and the second one will be your vertical coordinate. It's basically just a way to set where the box opens. The third and fourth one is going to be how wide and long your box is vertically. These allow you to put a lot more information. So for example, the 20 that's in DWORD 3 is going to allow us to put about 20 characters wide of information. Not all character sizes are the same, of course. As you can see from the first line, we have isn't per character, it's an arbitrary amount of space that the opcode allows. So you can easily fit a couple words in if you only have like 5 or 6 for the horizontal DWORD 3. The vertical one, though, is columns, and there's 13 columns in this chat box. The fifth DWORD is the one that specifies what kind of box this is. If the value is 0, you get the basic window white background. If you have it as a 1, then you get the PSO style blue background. If you have it as a 2, though, then you get one that actually has no background and it just displays the text as is. This is usually seen in other quests like Maximum Attack version 2 or like the end of 8.3 government quest. The last one is a string, of course, is just the information that you have presented. For those who may not be familiar from previous ones, you can display a register if you put it in less than and greater than brackets. This allows it to be presented as a decimal value. For the purposes of weapons, as we can see here, in this weapon, this is a charge ray gun, so R111 is the second byte, which determines what kind of weapon it is. 6 makes it a handgun type. R112 is a ray gun in this category. The 15 is going to be your grind as the fourth. Since this is in decimal, it displays it to us as 15, but for the purposes of item creation or deletion, this 15 is represented in hex as 0F. And 114 is the beginning of special. That 12 value would be OC, which is known to be charge. The following values after R115 is generally going to be a 0. The next values are representations of the percents that are valued. The first one is going to be 1 through 5 to determine whether it's native A beast machine dark or hit, and then the value following that one will tell you the percentage in decimal. So from this spreadsheet, obviously, since we have seen what item he put in, we could determine that this weapon is going to be a charge ray gun plus 15 with 50 hit.
So yeah, that pretty much covers what these string of opcodes do. So just to review, before you hit the chat box, you have to select an item. Then once you select your item, basically the script pauses while you're on that menu. So until you choose an item, you won't hit get item ID. Once you choose an item, you'll hit get item ID and get item info. I believe if you hit B here and you don't have this jump by of -1, you may crash. So make sure you have that in there. With this, you can pretty much determine, and with enough jumps of what you want to do with the item in a quest, you can pretty much do whatever you wanted with the item or weapon or whatever. So after this, it's going to prompt me, do I want to delete the item? And add message also works with chat boxes. It considers it as just a regular message box. That add message is very universal. So do I want to delete this item? We can hit yes, or we can hit no actually. And it's going to tell me, and I'm getting control back. So let's choose another item because I don't want to delete that. Let's choose the HP regenerate. You'll see the things there with units. 110 is always going to be 1, and 111 for units is always going to be 3. So we want to delete this. We won't really get a confirmation, but it will be gone from the inventory. So basically all item delete 21FA does is it basically just deletes a slot number. You can see in here it actually takes a D word, but it will also accept a register. This is the best way to use or delete a specific item in someone's inventory. Actually on Qedit I have gone ahead and renamed it. It is called item delete slot. Before this video releases, I'll have it filled out. Okay, so that's it for this one. Quick video. Tune in next time. We'll cover another topic. Take care.